In this video, we are going to discuss about company valuation factor, the last factor used to screen the stocks. Initial days, they were be using price to earning or PE ratio used for a company valuation. Okay, what do you mean by PE ratio or price to earning ratio? This is nothing but how much you are paying to earn 1 rupees profit. Okay, we'll learn practically. I will go to money control. And we have been searched for the ITC Limited. Okay, the current market price of the ITC Limited is a 183.9 rupees. Okay, if I scroll down, if I move to the valuation section, we can able to see here earning per share. In the sense, the profit have been earned by a investor. Okay, that is nothing but company profit per share. 11 rupees 63 paisa, that is a each share profit in a company. You are investing around 183.9 rupees. 183.9 rupees you are paying now. If I divide 183.9 divided by 11.63, then I will get a PE ratio. Here in a first column itself, second ratio is given after market capitalization, that is nothing but PE ratio, price to earning ratio. That is nothing but 15.82. What you mean by this 15.82? To earn 1 rupee profit, you are investing 15.82 rupees in a ITC Limited. You are paying 15.82 rupees to earn 1 rupee profit. Okay, that is nothing but a PE ratio. What is significance? If higher the PE ratio, your return will comes down. Your return on investment will be coming down. So it is always preferred to have a lower PE ratio. The PE ratio which is lesser and lesser for the getting a better investment return. So this is the one important ratio, that is the PE ratio. Initially they used to consider for the valuation, but as time passes, the PE ratio become a irrelevant in terms of the company valuation. In the sense, we will not be able to select a company, we will not be able to evaluate a company by using a PE ratio alone. At that particular time, they have been introduced one more ratio, that is called as a PB ratio. PB ratio is nothing but price to book value. Price to book value. Here we are going to learn about price to book value is nothing but how many times you are paying than the original price of the share. In the sense, we know that ITC Limited has a book value of 52.04 rupees. 52.04 rupees. In the sense, the original worth of the exact worth, the intrinsic value, or we call it as a worth of the stock, is nothing but a 52.04 rupees. But we are paying a 183.9 rupees. How many times? We have to calculate by using 183.9 divided by 52.04, so that we will get here 3.53. Here itself it's shown price to book, price divided by book value, that is nothing but 3.53. What it says, you are paying 3.5 times higher than its original worth, or its worth of what is the actual value of the company. You are paying a 3.5 times higher than the actual value of the company. You can understand like this. For example, if you are traveling to your native place, okay, in a festival season, okay, 1,000 rupees worth bus ticket, you are ready to pay a 3,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. In the sense, you are paying 2 times or 3 times higher than the original price of the bus ticket. That is called as a overvaluation. Here also same thing. You are paying a 3.5 times higher than its original value. That is what mean by the PB ratio. Okay, these two ratios were considered for the valuation in a beginning days. Later has been introduced one more, the efficient valuation technique. In a recent date it has been introduced, that is nothing but a price earning to growth ratio. It is also called as a PEG ratio. Okay, price earning to growth is nothing but this PE ratio itself adjusted with the growth. Okay, PE ratio, original PE ratio has been adjusted with the growth of the company, expected growth of the company. To understand it better, we will go to money control. We know that PE ratio for the ITC Limited is a 15.82, right? 15.82. If you expect that company will grow at a 10% in coming days, okay, that is the expected growth of the company, 10%. If I divide that one, 15.82 divided by 10, that many times that value will be known as a PEG ratio, PEG ratio, price earning to growth ratio. What it indicate, how many times overvaluated than the growth. Okay, how many times it has been overvaluated than the growth of the company. Okay, these three indicators has been considered independently to evaluate a company for a selection. Okay, there are three kind of valuation we can have in terms of the stock. One is the undervalued stock. Undervalued stocks are nothing but the price, current market price of the share is trading much below than the original value of the original price. Okay, then we are calling it as a undervalued, in the sense in future the price of the stock will go up. Second one is a fair valuation. Fair valuation is nothing but the market price as well as the original price are same. Overvalued stocks are nothing but their prices are much higher than the original price. What exact the actual price of the stock, it worth around 50 rupees, but I am ready to pay 200 rupees. That is nothing but a overvaluation. Right now it is demanding 200 rupees, but its actual worth is a 50 rupees. Undervalued is nothing but its actual worth is a 200 rupees, but now it is trading at 100 rupees. Such kind of stocks are called as a undervalued stock. How can we use these three ratios in a conclusion? Like, for example, if you are considering a PE ratio, if you are considering a PE ratio for a selection, if it is below 9, if PE ratio is below 9, in ITC it is above 9. Okay, if it is below 9, we are calling such stocks as the undervalued stocks, if PE ratio is below 9. Or else 9 to 35 called as a fair valuation. So ITC comes under a fair valuation because its stock price PE ratio is a 15. It is higher than 9 and below 35. So it's called as a fair valuation. If it is on and above 35, if PE value is above 35, then we are calling such stocks as a overvalued stocks. We will avoid such stocks, overvalued stocks. Either fair valued stocks are considered or undervalued stocks are considered. Okay. Then second ratio, if you are using a PB ratio, then less than 1, if it is a PB ratio is less than 1, we call such stocks as a undervalued. If it is equal to 1, fair valued. If it is greater than 1, overvalued stock. By using a PB ratio, what ITC says, it is a overvaluation because it is higher than 1. 3.53, that is a above 1. So we can call it as a overvalued stock in terms of PB ratio. Similarly, PG ratio, PEG ratio, PEG ratio, less than 1, undervalued, equal to 1, fair valued. If it is greater than 1, we are calling it as a overvalued stock. Okay, we can be able to use either any one ratio. Some of the fund manager will be using any one ratio. Some of them we use a combination of the ratios, or all three ratios together. We'll discuss about that in for a conservative investor and value investor, what are the ratios to be considered in next video. Before that, we'll collect all the ratios for our stock universe. Okay, we have been constructed a 219 stock universe, that is the 219 stock in one particular bucket. We will calculate PE ratio, PB ratio and PEG ratio, PEG ratio for all the stocks, for all the stock. Okay, then we will interpret the for the different investors. Okay, from where we can collect this data? Okay, for one or two I can go and collect. Okay, but for all from where we can collect this data, P ratio, PB ratio and PEG ratio, in the sense price earning to growth ratio. From where we can collect? We can collect it from a screener.in. We already logged in screener.in. Okay, we already know this particular site, screener.in. We already used in previous video to find a return. Okay, in screener.in, if you type ITC, okay, if you type ITC, ITC will come. Okay, any stock you can search. Once you search the stock, you are able to see here stock PE. Okay, you are able to see here stock PE. Okay, if you are not finding this one, stock PE, if you are not finding this PE ratio, you can search here, add ratio. In add ratio, here you can search. You can search like a PE ratio, price to earning. Okay, if you click here, it will give you the price to earning. Okay, price to earning or PE ratio. Okay, similarly, I need a price to PB ratio, right? Price to book value. Just type price to book value, price to book value. If you click here, you will get a price to book value, that is the 3.47. Similar, okay, what you have been there here. Okay, then we need a one more PEG ratio, PEG. If you type that one, PEG ratio, all three has been added here. Okay, if you type any company, for example, if I type TCS, Tata Consultancy, all three ratios are there: price to earning, price to book value, PEG ratio. You have to type here like price to earning, price to book value and PEG ratio. Okay, we can extract the information for all the stocks by using screener.in. Once you collect the data, once you collect the data, you just write it down on your piece of paper, if you are using a paper or a diary, or if you are using a Excel, you can write it down on your Excel worksheet. Okay, if you are using Word, you can write it there. Because these ratios, all three ratios will be used to screen the stocks based on a investor category. Okay, first we have to collect a detail about a P ratio, PB ratio and PEG ratio by using a screener.in. Screener.in, we already logged in this one. You have to log in. You have to log in. Okay, once you logged in, just type any company here, company search. You just search the company. Okay, Infosys. Once you search the company, if you are not finding price to earning, price to book value and PEG ratio, add ratio here, you just type that one, price to earning, select, price to book value, select, PEG ratio, select. Okay, all three ratios will be added. Once you add it, it will be there forever. Okay, then you just collect the information for all the stock universe what you have been created. Okay, once you have been extracted a data, we'll use that data to screen the stock for a conservative investor as well as a aggressive investor. It will be shown in a next video. Okay, in previous video we have already collected a data related to the price to earning, price to book value, price earning to growth ratio. Now it's time to analyze for a conservative investor. Okay, for a conservative investor, we are considering price earning to growth ratio and PE ratio as a secondary ratio. PE ratio is nothing but price to earning ratio. First what we do, first we are checking price earning to growth ratio. Is it between 1 to 3? Okay, if it is between 1 to 3, we are saying okay. Okay, if it is less than 1, we are saying no. Okay, if it is less than 1, we are saying no. If it is 1 to 3, okay. If it is more than 3, then we are looking for a P ratio. It should be between a 9 to 35. If it is between 9 to 35, okay. Otherwise, no. Okay. This is the way we are going to screen out stocks for a conservative investor. I am repeating again. PEG ratio, first we are checking for a PEG ratio, it should be 1 to 3. If it is between a 1 to 3, okay. If it is less than 1, no. If it is more than 3, check for a PE ratio. Check for the PE ratio. PE ratio between 9 to 35, okay. Other numbers, no. So this is the way we'll be using for a conservative investor. If I show in a data, you will understand better. For TCS, what is the PEG value here? First I am checking for a PEG value. What is the PEG value? 2.63. It is between 1 to 3. So okay. Second is a Reliance. First I am checking a PEG value. It is higher than 3. More than 3. So next we are checking for a PE ratio. PE ratio also more than 35. So no. For a HDFC Bank, you can check for a HDFC Bank. What is the PEG value? Higher than 3. So we are checking a secondary factor PE ratio. It is in between 9 to 35. 21 is comes between 9 to 35. So okay. Same way HDFC also. Directly using a PEG ratio itself, we can say okay, because 1 to 3 it is. If it is more than 3, we have to check for the PE. If it is also more than 35, say no. Similarly, if it is less than 1, PEG ratio is less than 1, directly we can say no. Okay. If it is more than 3, check for a PE. If it is between 9 to 35, okay. Okay. Like this, we are screening a stock for a conservative investor by using a PEG ratio as a primary and PE ratio as a secondary factor. Okay. For aggressive investor, we'll discuss in a next video. For conservative investor, we have been learned in previous video. For aggressive investor, we are considering PEG ratio and PB ratio. Okay, PEG ratio and PB ratio. PB is nothing but price to book value. Okay, if PEG ratio is between 1 to 0, in the sense less than 1, 0 to 1, okay, 0 to 1, okay, PEG ratio 0 to 1 will be considered for a investment. Okay, 0 to 1 will be considered for a investment, otherwise no. Okay, otherwise no. In case if it is less than, if it is negative, PEG ratio is negative, in case PEG ratio is negative, what we do, we are checking for the PB ratio. If it is PB ratio less than 2, positive value, in the sense 0 to 2, okay, if it is between a 0 to 2, then okay, otherwise no. I am repeating again, for the aggressive investor, first we check for a PEG ratio. Okay, if it is 0 to 1, okay, okay. If it is more than 1, then no. For example, if it is negative, PEG ratio is negative, then we are checking for the PB ratio. Okay, then we are checking for the PB ratio. If it is 0 to 2, okay, otherwise no. So PEG ratio and PB ratios were considered for an aggressive investor. We can learn from our stock universe. The any stock here, you can see this particular stock, PEG ratio is less than 1, greater than 0. So okay for a value investor. Okay for a value investor. The similar stock we can see here, this is also okay for a value investor, that is a Larsen and Toubro. For example, if it is negative, PEG ratio is negative, then we have to check for the PB. Okay, PB is 0 to 2, then okay for a value investor. Okay for a value investor. If it is negative, okay, PEG ratio is negative, less than 0, PB ratio is more than 2 here. PB ratio is more than 2. So we should not consider for a value investment. Okay, similarly, for example, less than 1, okay, here 1 is that PB ratio is less than 2. So Coal India can be considered for a value investment, or aggressive investor can be considered Coal India. Like that, in the sense 0 to 1, okay, 0 to 1 is a primary factor, PEG ratio we have to check. If it is 0 to 1, okay, directly we can say okay. If it is negative, PEG ratio is negative, then we have to check for the PB ratio. Okay, PB ratio. If PB ratio is also 0 to 2, then okay, otherwise we have to say no. If it is more than 1, we have to say directly no. This is a way we can select the stock for aggressive as well as conservative investor by using a 3 major valuation factors: price to earning, price to book value, price earning to growth. Price earning to growth is a new one, and it will be a common primary for both the investors. Okay, and P will be used by the conservative and PB will be used by the aggressive investor. Okay, this is the way we can rectify the investments, in the sense rectify the or sort out the sorting companies for investing by a conservative as well as a aggressive investor. Okay, we'll build a portfolio in a coming videos. Before that, one more factor is that quality of management. We'll discuss that factor. Okay, quality of management. Then we will move into a next one is a next process like building a portfolio.